we go. We're coming to this helicopter again. So I'm taking my hand just very naturally at her ankles to lift this up in order to present my forearm here. The motion here, this forearm underneath is really just sort of guiding this rotation. It's more happening with my forearm, or as in June's case, she's doing most of the work right now and she's not supposed to be.
Relax, June, relax.
So when somebody is helping and doing that, that's when I sort of lift up and I sort of get them out of their sort of own tempo. So, which quite didn't work for June. She's still
And June.
I'm not. Is that what happens?
Okay.
And like the regular
Deep breaths,
Swedish
June,
massage,
deep
and
breaths.
we just use vibrations to help them relax.
Yeah,
the muscles.
and that's what this is supposed to do. But that's okay. That's okay, really. But breaking down this helicopter again, if anything, in order to help guide that motion, is I'm taking that ulnar blade into that sort of out lateral leg, not a little posterior to the IT band, and that's when it comes around, and I start bending into that forearm in order to bring this around to collect at the knee, and scoop this around. Okay, so tree pose here. I'm supporting at the knee. Some people's legs don't want to open all the way. You might have a bolster handy in order to put underneath here. One thing that I do, because sometimes a bolster gets in the way, is I use my leg as the prop, or as the bolster. So I'm pushing this kind of into the soft tissue of my calf, and I'm sort of rolling the thigh open. I'm coming all the way up to that inguinal crease. I'm coming down into the adductors now. Be careful of your own wrists. I've been a hand balancer since forever, so I've got really strong wrists. If your wrists are getting tender, maybe don't do this inside what would essentially be the posterior leg line 3.
So you're on leg line 2.
Anterior, inside leg line 3.
Can you show 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3.
Got it.
So
You're only doing 1 and 2.
Yeah, or even just 1. It doesn't matter. Up and down, but that I'm trying to keep a healthy angle of my wrist as much as I can, and I'm coming down the calf even too. I like to, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, or if I'm doing adductors too, I might go, here's 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. And then I'll come down like 1, 2, 3.
So do you kneel?
4.
Do you kneel?
Yeah, I'm down in the calf.
Okay.
I'm starting to squeeze on both
Okay.
sides. But you don't have to, whatever. And then meta sweep off the foot. And then I collect at the knee and at the sole of the foot. So I'm pushing into the sole of the foot, into the joint, coming this across. So
She's pushing
I
the
do
sole.
like, yep, so I'm pushing into the joint.
So you're pushing the leg into the
Yep, so I'm like reverse windmilling. I do like bringing this all the way up before I bring that sole of the foot back down on the inside of the leg to come across. This would be an angel twist. You could technically just go from here and bring this over. I don't really like the way it rolls over the ankle. I think that there's a possibility of it. I feel like the fibers in the hip sort of get crossed a little bit,
Right.
versus if I were to like come out of that pose and then go into a new pose. So
I like this
I feel like
better.
things just sort of align themselves a little better. So here I might switch my warrior pose to here. And I'm palming now up the IT band. Is that what it says we're doing? Angel twist?
Angel twist and then dragon twist.
Cool. So this is our angel twist, as you can see. June looks like an angel here.
I have an angel tattoo, so I am an angel.
So the difference between the angel twist and the dragon twist. Here the foot's on the inside of the leg. dragon twist on the outside.
Ooh.
And this can go all the way over. If I want, her shoulder might start floating, and I can palm the back of her calf. We can come into a full twist here. I'm pushing up the shoulder, and I can push either here at the calf or at the hip. I always want to do the work for her. If I were to have just let go of her calf here and move my hand through her hip, it really sort of just leaves her hanging. If she wasn't controlling this, she very well could have just came out of it. So I'm transferring my hip to hers in order to keep her there. Yeah. So, but either way is fine. If I didn't have this here, I could have, walked it around. But I always want to be supporting and the client like that. So here's our dragon twist, that full twist.
Did you palm? You said palm the calf, correct?
Sure.
Did you?
Yeah. Pizza toss is essentially, think about those pizza guys that are throwing pizza dough between both hands. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm above and below her greater trochanter, and I'm throwing pizza back and forth. These are like.
Oh, that looks nice. Okay.
How's that feel for you, Jen?
Good. I like it.
Good. So that's a pizza toss.
So are
You
you
could-
using the ulna, or are you actually using your knees? Or I mean your elbows?
The ulnas.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This could also be called a double rolling pin.
Mm.
That's nice.
Yeah.
But it feels amazing.
It is. It does. You can do. You can still do lots of tapotments here. Or working around the greater trochanter. Make sure if you do this sort of tapotment here, make sure that you're really keeping a soft fist, so that way it bounces. A tight fist doesn't bounce as well. It doesn't feel as good as a soft fist. I tend to think that soft fist, I used to call this baby footing. You remember on the windows where you put the little like baby foot and you do a little, so that's what it's a soft fist, just like that, is what I think of. So let's see, after pizza toss we have dancer. This is named after a yoga pose, dancer. So dancer here, I transfer my support of her from my, where did we go? We came from here versus hip to hip. We'll see that in side lying. But otherwise, from here, I support the hip. I sit back. My foot is now what's keeping her in this twist. I'm going to, little trick to this pose. I'm taking my bottom foot to the inside of her thigh, and I'll reach forward to get her foot. And as I slide this back, here now my foot, relax. There you go. Now my bottom foot is going to travel along with her her leg as I pull this back. So it's supporting the knee, so it's not just dropping in. I'm supporting at the knee.
You're holding her knee up with your foot.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I tend to just curl my toes under. Very tempting for me to do.
Don't I look like an angel?
Yes.
Dancer.
A dancer.
Oh, that's so
Right.
sorry.
The arms, June, the arms.
Oh, what do I do with that?
Dancer's arms.
So there's lots of different things that we can do
Yes.
here. I mean, really, essentially, this is the pose. You can take variations of this here. I might work anterior leg line 0, working up toward the hip. I might pull at her ASIS as I sort of tuck into my hip, opening up her hip, the pelvis, pubic symphysis a little bit more. Walk back down. This is a back rock. I can pull into her arm, leaning back into her foot.
That looks amazing.
How's that feel, Jude? Kill me.
I don't know why.
If I were to support her, say I had a large bolster I could put under here, I might switch feet and I can walk up her spine with my other foot.
Oh my God, that feels good.
Gotta be in blue.
Guess we can't post these.
Yeah, that is good.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I might do a little cushy pushes with my feet and
Cushy push.
But you're pushing my too.
Yeah,
Cushy push in the tush. That's our new hashtag.
Cool.
Cushy push in the tush.
Yep. If I'm doing the top leg, I always want to
I would buy that
keep
shirt.
supported in some manner. If I have to let it go, it's not ideal, but with someone with healthy knees, they'll be able to handle